And Game 3 of this series, Thursday night at Chicago Stadium. Game 4 in Chicago on Sunday. And should the series go to a 5th game, they'll be back here 1 week from tonight at Northlands Coliseum. Murray Bannerman against Grant Fuhr. Fuhr, a spectacular performer so far in the playoffs. Many people are already suggesting that either Grant Fuhr or Paul Coffey are the leading candidates for the Conn Smythe Award as the outstanding playoff performer. Murray Bannerman has definitely had some problems with the Edmonton Oilers. Prior to tonight's game, in 8 games against Edmonton, he has given up 57 goals. Well, that's an average of just over 7 goals per game. And that's how many he yielded before giving way to Skordensky to start the 3rd period on Saturday night. Messier to Anderson, a drive, that hit Bannerman. He's hurt. What a wicked blast by Anderson from the slot. And Murray Bannerman, I think, caught it right on the forehead.
Well, it appeared, Don, as if it was high off the forehead area, and watching where the puck went after, it sort of ricocheted off. He's moving now. Those fiberglass masks, you don't see very many of them in the league anymore. Both goaltenders starting here tonight wear them, Grant Fuhr and Murray Bannerman, but there's not much padding inside of that fiberglass mask. It's made by a mold right to your face, and you can wear a little bit of padding on the inside, a little bit of foam. Not many goaltenders wear any at all in there, hardly. I know Grant Fuhr has 2 little wee tiny strips inside his, and basically all that is fiberglass flush against your face. Now watch as the puck hits his forehead, where it goes. Ricocheted off to the left. That was a pretty good collision between the forehead and the puck itself, but those fiberglass masks, everybody thinks, oh, I got him in the mask, he's all right. Not that much protection with a mask like that.
And the reason that we're seeing so much more of this, John, is the quickness that players release that puck. You know, when that puck came to Anderson in one motion, it was on the net and at him. And there is the backup for tonight's game, Skordensky, and he's wondering, what if?
Now there's a situation here. If Bannerman is unable to continue, he appears to be getting up slowly. He's being tended to by the training staff, the Blackhawks. They have a 3rd goaltender with him, Darren Pang, and he would be able to get dressed. Now watch this angle here as it's shot so quickly, and it's just a rising shot. Bannerman tried his hardest to get out of the road, but it caught him up high. He's up on his knees now, and you can see that appeared to be the smelling salts being applied to him to try and, there you can see him inhaling the smelling salts, trying to get his faculties together. Warren Skordensky, of course, did play somewhat in that first game, in fact, the 3rd period, but Bannerman appears to be up. He's a tough character.
And I'm sure his parents looking in tonight from Winnipeg are much relieved to see Murray Bannerman up and skating around. Murray played his junior hockey with the St. James Canadiens.
You know, this morning, talking to Bannerman, because he was watching us play ball hockey the other day in practice with Lutzig playing nets, and Bannerman was saying this morning, you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea if we played tonight's game with a beach ball. And I'm sure that on that shot by Anderson, he wished it would have been a beach ball.
You know, this has to bring you to be aware of the fact that most goaltenders wearing that cage now in goal, but Murray Bannerman started wearing this type of a mask, and it's very difficult for some goaltenders to change as time changes. As we mentioned, Grant Fuhr does have the fiberglass mask there. You can see his now. I mentioned prior that these masks are molded to the individual's facial structure, and they fit perfectly around the cheekbones, around the chin, around the forehead area. Now, the coaching staff have to be aware that Murray Bannerman probably was out for a couple of seconds. They have to be aware of the fact that, is he going to be sharp in there still? Will he be aware of what's going on around him? Sometimes the goaltender wants to stay in there because they're very tough individuals, but sometimes it's not the best thing for the club.
I think what's important now as far as the Blackhawks is concerned, as Cliff Corll and Jack Davidson look on, is to make sure that the Oilers don't get any quality shots right now. Give Bannerman a chance to recover and recoup and get his concentration back, because I'm sure he's still a little shaky right at this juncture.
Well, that was certainly a wicked drive that Glenn Anderson unleashed from the slot. And fortunately for Murray Bannerman, he is able to continue. O'Callaghan out of his own zone, deflected in by Secord. Lee Fogelin goes back after it. Secord is sent flying on a check by Kevin Lowe. Glenn Anderson, he drops it for Mark Messier. Messier in across the line. Messier Gauthier one-hands it, and it's stopped at the side of the net by Murray Bannerman. Now it's Larmer ahead for Savard. Savard working in across the line. He has some nifty moves. Back to Ben Wilson, a shot right on. And Fuhr stood his ground and made the save. 18:50, the time remaining in the second period with the Oilers leading 2-1.
That shows some of the skills of Savard, how he's able to carry that puck and set up an excellent play.
Picked off by Lindstrom, his shot, and Bannerman got a glove on it. Yaremchuk plays it around to the other side as DuPont starts out a lead pass for Lysiak. He couldn't go anywhere with it. The Hawks get it again. Darryl Sutter is checked by Randy Gregg, and it's cleared to center ice. 18-17, the time left here in the second period. Melnick works to the corner, up front, nobody in position. Back to the line, Randy Gregg with a quick shot goes wide. Melnick back at the line, a drive, it's deflected wide. Bannerman is down. He managed to regain his balance as Willie Lindstrom was unable to control that puck along the board. Good bump there along the boards as Melnick collided with Yaremchuk. Now the puck out into the center ice area, picked up by Lysiak, way out of his net. A good 10 to 15 feet to make the save was Bannerman.
Well, boy, behind the play, I saw DuPont give McClellan a two-handers. McClellan was going off the ice on a line change, quite a collision. We look at Olczyk, the rookie. There's the defensive part of the Chicago Blackhawks. DuPont there, you can see number 25. He was going to quit pro hockey, go back to law school, or go to law school if he did not make the Chicago Blackhawks this year. He had over a 90 average in school, and he felt it would be his best interest to either go to school or else play in the National League, and the Hawks have been pretty happy with his season thus far.
Well, I know Murray Bannerman has been busy tonight, but let me correct that last save. In goal for the Edmonton Oilers, of course, Grant Fuhr, not Murray Bannerman. 14-12, the shots on goal in favor of the Oilers.
Well, so far, Dave has been relatively quiet. He's just going back and forth up his wing, and normally when he'll be so effective is in front of that net. And every once in a while, get involved and throw a pretty good body check, as he did against Murray.
Kept everything down there. There was no elbows, high stick, anything. That's the way to do it.
Well, the Oilers had a history this year of taking a lot of bad penalties, and Gretzky talked about that, and he said that really took a lot away from our offense because we're continually paying a man short.
Here's Semenko moving in. His shot is deflected up onto the glass. He's a very popular individual with Northland Coliseum fans. Now the Hawks break out 3-on-1. A pass for Murray. Murray tried to get it across to Gardner. It bounced back to Murray to the line. Doug Wilson winds up. His shot is wide. Olczyk tried to center it. It was picked off by Jari Kurri and backed up Edmonton, led by Coffey. Gretzky trailing on the play. Coffey with a drive wide. And Bannerman had to clear it off the end board. Dumped out into the center ice area now as Coffey waits for his mates to get back on side.
Now, fellas, we mentioned the first period about the Blackhawks coming back deep in their own zone with those Edmonton forwards. That makes the Edmonton defense wide open, and those defensemen are starting to get a few shots directed towards the goal of Murray Bannerman.
Introducing a computer that can change the way you work. The new Tandy 1000, complete with desk-mate software for easy-to-use word processing, filing, worksheets, scheduling, communications. Brought to you by Tandy, clearly superior for service, support, and software. The Tandy 1000, available at Radio Shack Computer Centers, and so affordable. Tandy technology, service, and support are clearly superior.
16:42 left in the second, 2-1. The Oilers lead the Blackhawks. Pair of 26s, Patterson and Krushelnyski facing off. Fired in, Jerome DuPont picks it up for Chicago. Ahead to Kurt Fraser, he was checked, unable to get it out. And finally it's cleared by Chicago. Fogelin back in his own zone. He plays it off Krushelnyski down into the Chicago zone. Back for it goes Wilson. It's an icing call.
One thing that's very important as far as the Blackhawks are concerned is to shut off the area between the two blue lines. And, you know, if you have the wingers coming back, a defenseman can break up plays and really challenge, because that's where the Oilers get going. Now, there is the way to do it. Wingers coming back, defenseman challenge at center ice, and you disrupt that flow of the Oilers.
You know, the key there, Gary, too, is Murray makes a good play, but he has to make sure that the winger stays with Semenko over there, and Semenko almost had a scoring chance. So it's very, very important that there's cohesion between his own forwards and the defense themselves.
That's communication, so very important.
Pat Hughes dumps it out into the center ice area for Krushelnyski. Going for the net. Krushelnyski with a backhand shot. Bannerman with the save. Chicago unable to clear it. Dupont plays it around for Wilson. Wilson up on the right side into the center ice area for Patterson. Patterson forced back into his own zone. Blackhawks having a little trouble with the forechecking now of the Oilers. Finally, they dump it out to center ice, but Krushelnyski fires it right back in. 15:40, the time left in period 2. It's a 2-1 game in favor of Edmonton. A loose puck. Savard trying to pick it up as he was racing back there after it against Barry Melnick. He was upset. Savard gets it again, and his drive from just inside the line, and the save by Fuhr. Fired in by Krushelnyski. He's going to the bench. He's had a long shift, and now Al Secord takes it back of his own net. Secord unable to get it out of there against the checking of Mark Messier. Anderson there on the boards as well, and they hold it for a whistle. This is Hockey Night in Canada on CBC.
Some make greatness look simple, like the great Gretzky, and Canon's new vision of photography, the inspiring T70, with the pure agility of touch-button control and 3 distinct program modes. Now, Canon makes it simple to handle any shot. The inspiring Canon T70.
It makes the great shot simple.
Canon, the official camera of the National Hockey League.
15:02 is the time left in the second. The face-off to the left of Bannerman. Savard against Messier. From the draw, Wilson takes it back to his own net. For Larmer. Larmer dumped it into the center ice area. Mark Messier comes back for Edmonton. Messier's pass intercepted back at the line. O'Callaghan with a shot right on. Back to the line again. Wilson trying to keep it in. He was just able to flip it, and it is brought out by the Oilers. Messier with a shot. Big rebound. The puck comes all the way out to center ice on the save by Bannerman. Doug Wilson appears to be struggling just a little as he goes to that Chicago bench. He may have re-aggravated that groin injury that kept him out of game 1.
Well, I think he re-aggravated it in the first period. I think he's just playing on basic heart right now.
Bennett put for Sutter. He spins around. He gets it again. And he's trying to score.
What an effort. Well, that's what captains are made of. That's normally that second effort that really separates the players. And watch Sutter. He's down, he's up, the quickness, and you know, some of the drills that you do in the course of the year really helps you to be able to do that.
You know, on this loose puck right here, Charlie Huddy's not quite sure where it is. You can see him look around a little bit, and then right up top by Sutter, unbelievable shot as he was going backwards, actually moving away from the net when he put it into the top corner. Super, super goal.
Johnny, he had good velocity on that shot, too, a wrist shot.
So Darryl Sutter, the second oldest of the 6 Sutter brothers playing in the National Hockey League, gets the Chicago Blackhawks back on even terms at 5:49 from Larmer and Bergevin. Sutter, of course, the overtime hero in 2 games for the Blackhawks as they eliminated Minnesota. Curry took a drive. It hit the defenseman Wilson, and now Olchek breaks out. He has Troy Murray on the left side. Murray drops it back for Olchek. Olchek fired it wide. Then Wilson from the point dumps it to the corner. Kevin Lowe plays it to the other side to Fogelin.
Again, we can see Troy Murray on the ice against Gretzky. He's right out beside him.
Gardner going to the corner, trying to center it. Picked off by Gretzky, but he doesn't get it out. And now the Forechecking of the Blackhawks is causing some problems for the Oilers. 2-2 the score. A long lead pass too far for Dave Semenko, and Murray Bannerman clears it.
You know, it's interesting with Gretzky out there and Troy Murray out there. When Murray has an opportunity going into forecheck, he just makes a swing and falls Gretzky. He will not go in and do the job forechecking.
And the Oilers are offside at the line. Hockey night in Canada and the Stanley Cup playoffs. The tradition continues.
You keep on drinking your export, 'cause it keeps on tasting great.
When we take a look at Daryl Sutter's goal here again, let's watch the collision in front of the net. And Charlie Huddy's down. He's not quite sure where that puck is, and Sutter just simply got control of it. He's got it now, and Huddy was actually looking in the opposite direction. By the time they realized that Sutter had it in the top corner, a terrific shot. Fuhr was out, I would believe, far enough, I think, on that particular play, because I think Sutter actually surprised him since he was fading away from the net when he took the shot, like a basketball shot when the guy fades away from the basket, puts a jump shot up. That was a heck of a shot, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, here I thought Fuhr was in a bit too deep on that one.
And that ultra slow-mo provided for us by the Nicest Corporation for exclusive use on Hockey Night in Canada. Out front, Kirsten scores. Bingo Melnick firing it in.
Well, when you miss assignments in your own end and not pick up the proper man, and again, everybody's back. Look at the right winger. He's circling at the blue line with Melnick in the slot, but that's his man. If he goes in, he has to stay with him. He's no good out at the blue line.
Let's watch Murray Bannerman. If he stays on his feet here, he makes a save. He went down prematurely, and the puck went underneath him.
But Melnick shouldn't have been allowed to shoot that puck because the assignment was to pick him up, and it never was done.
Melnick from Hunter and McClelland at 7:19. So again, the Oilers take the lead as Willie Lindstrom starts up. Loose puck picked off the boards by Tom Isiak. His pass was behind Bergevin. It slides back into the neutral zone. The Oilers mishandled it, and it goes back into Edmonton territory. 12:06 is the time remaining in the second period. 3-2, Edmonton now leading the Chicago Blackhawks. Sutter has tied it for Chicago. Larry Melnick with the go-ahead goal. Doug Wilson fires it on the right side for Yaremchuk. Rookie unable to go anywhere with it. It goes loose in the center ice area, picked up by Secord. He goes back into his own zone for O'Callaghan. Off the boards, too far for Secord. However, the loose puck picked up by Patterson and fired into the Edmonton zone. 11:29 left in the second period. 3-2, the Oilers in front of the Blackhawks. Pat Hughes couldn't carry on with it. Now Hughes gets it again back at the net for Kozar, who tried to center it for Krushelnyski, and it was poked to the corner. Fraser in there trying to dig it out along with Wilson and O'Callaghan. Back at the side of the Chicago net, finally picked up by Fraser. Fraser couldn't move out of his zone, finally gets another opportunity and clears it. 10:55 left in the second, 3-2. Edmonton leading Chicago. DuPont breaks up an Edmonton attack at his own line. Now the Oilers are forced back into their own zone. It's Coffey. To the line. He's finally checked. Lead pass intended for Patterson, too far for him. It slides all the way into the Edmonton zone, and Fuhr is forced to make the save. Now Fogelin puts it down the ice into Chicago territory. Lead pass for Al Secord on the right side. Larmer couldn't control it. It comes to the line, kept in by Savard. A weak shot that gave Fuhr a little trouble, but he finally covered up. Live on CBC, a Hockey Night in Canada.
Hey, Ontario, we're going on a winning spree. The Ontario Lottery Corporation is having a 10th anniversary. 10 years of games that the people love to play. Ontario's a winner each and every day. Celebrate Ontario's Lottery. Celebrate our lottery.
16 to this point.
Vogelin round the boards for Lowe. Lowe for Messier on the right side. Anderson had difficulty controlling it. As a matter of fact, he was offside. Tonight's game on CBC is coming to you from Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton.
Great escape kit. Thank you. But my sensors indicate a slight problem with my windshield.
Ah, time for standard auto glass.
Who else is #1 in windshield replacement? And not only are they friendly and fast, they'll even send out a free mobile glass replacement unit. And every single job is guaranteed in writing.
Can't top that.
Yes, I can.
Show off.
10:02 remaining in the second. 3-2. The Oilers lead the Blackhawks. O'Callahan was looking for Savard at that Edmonton line. The pass picked off by Kevin Lowe. Now O'Callahan back behind his own net. Pokes it away from Anderson. Secord. Long pass for Larmer, too far. And Kevin Lowe along the boards. Pokes it back into the Chicago zone. Wilson for O'Callahan. For Secord. Secord having difficulty controlling it as he's taken in against the boards by Vogelin. Anderson plays it to the other side for Kevin Lowe. The Oilers defenseman shoots it in and goes to the bench as the Oilers make a change. O'Callahan up to the line. Laid ahead for Savard. A drive right on and score again out of his net to challenge.
Well, that was an excellent shot by Savard because, again, this line of Savard, Secord, and Larmer just have not generated a lot of good scoring chances.
Gardner attempted to go around Melnick. He lost the puck in the process as he fell. Back comes Gary Curry with 8:50 remaining in this second period. Pass picked off by Melnick. He has scored the go-ahead goal. For Gretzky behind his back for Curry. Curry into the corner for Semenko. Semenko is tied up there by Dupont. It comes out into the slot, but it's picked off by Gardner. Now the Hawks go to the attack. Ben Wilson, long shot. Fuhrer has to react quickly to steer that one to the corner. Loose puck in front of the net. Olchek almost pulls it free.
You know, with Troy Murray staying on Gretzky like he has, that basically eliminates anyone moving the puck quickly to Gary Curry. You may see somebody go on the left side in place of Dave Semenko to try and get Curry the puck a little more.
Curry lost control of it at the line as Troy Murray is keeping a close watch on Wayne Gretzky. He's shadowing him everywhere. Gardner flex it out to center ice. Charlie Huddy to the other side for Paul Coffey. Off Willie Lindstrom. Gretzky tried to slide it back to Lindstrom. He's bodied by Bob Murray. And the puck is fired out to the center ice area.
Well, the Blackhawks certainly are not taking any chances coming out of their own end. They're wrapping that puck hard off of the board so that there's no opportunity of being intercepted by the Oilers.
Kevin McClellan now breaking in against Doug Wilson. A shot and it's off the side of the net. Picked up by Huddy. He takes a shot. Knocked down by Wilson. And he clears it to Sutter. Here's a 3-on-1. Sutter on the right side. Oh, and he went too deep. Uran's shot. Having difficulty controlling it, and he went too deep, unable to get her shot away. Uran's shot gets it again. Back to the line. O'Callahan with a shot deflected by Sutter. And Grant Fuhrer protected that short side. Cranking here by the Hawks. Lundgren tried to slide it in front. Picked up now by Sutter. He centers it. Nobody in position. And Hunter goes to the boards for Edmonton. For McClellan. A long drive to save by Bannerman as O'Callahan takes it behind the net.
The theory behind the Chicago Blackhawks style of play in this game is to take advantage of what opportunities they get. They had a 3-on-1 recently, never even got a shot on goal. They have to try and take advantage of those.
There's Kuzelewski sliding it in front as he was looking for Kozar cutting in on that left side, and Bannerman knocked it down. Now Bob Murray across the line, a drive, it goes wide, a screen shot, but just missed. Loose puck in that Edmonton zone. It's 6:13 remaining in this second period. Brought out by Pat Hughes. He ran into a check from Fraser as he hit the Chicago line. Dumped into the center ice area. And the Hawks, despite trailing by a goal, have certainly come alive here at the midpoint and the last 5 minutes of this second period.
Well, there's no doubt that they're playing with a lot of intensity, and they're trying to wrap the Oilers every opportunity.
Fraser moving into the slot. He's checked by Hughes, and it's dumped down the ice. A race for it. Bob Murray gets there first. Feeds it up on the right side, and here comes Patterson for Chicago. Looking for Fraser in front. The pass never got through. 5:30, the time left in the second period as Glenn Anderson moves out of his own zone for Edmonton. The Oilers leading by a score of 3-2. Drop pass for Messier. Cutting for the goal. Messier hits the shot. Bannerman with the save. This is Stanley Cup 85 on CBC.
Searching for value? Introducing the 85.5 Lynx with a new, more powerful engine, improved fuel economy, and new aero styling. Now you can lease a Lynx for as low as $145 a month. Search no longer.
You know I'll bring her in someday.
New Lynx from Mercury, from the maker of the best-built North American cars.
3-2 the score in favor of the Edmonton Oilers over the Chicago Blackhawks, and that go-ahead goal scored by Larry Melnick, his first ever NHL goal in 103 regular season and 37 playoff games. At a moment for Larry Melnick to come up with that goal. The Oilers in front. 5:04 remaining in the second. Dumped into the Chicago zone. Secord plays it off the boards and down the ice.
Well, it's interesting, the line matchup here. You know, you have the line of Messier, Napier, Anderson, full speed ahead. Then you have Savard. He's got the speed of the trio of the Oilers, but Larmer and Secord, they will come late. They'll take a lot of passes and drop passes from Savard.
Savard out of his own zone, trying to hit Secord on the right side. Secord was tied up by Yari Curry. People talk about his goal-scoring skills, but he's also an outstanding defensive player. Paul Coffey on the backhand shot. He poked at that rebound just as he was upset and went flying into the end boards as he was nudged there by Doug Wilson. Hockey Night in Canada returns in a moment.
Okay, guys, what are we doing for my birthday? Well, we thought we'd just take you down to RJ's for dinner. But it's my birthday. So? You told us sooner. Thanks, guys. I love surprise. That was great. RJ, bring him the bill. Nice. Keeps on teasing rates.
4:19, the time left in the second, and I'd like to take this moment from all of us at Hockey Night in Canada to extend birthday greetings to Frank Selke Sr., 92 years of age today. Mr. Selke, a happy birthday from all of us. From the face-off, Doug Wilson goes to the corner. Unable to clear it as Curry keeps it in for Krushelnyski. A high shot. Over top of that Chicago net. Krushelnyski in the slot, unable to get set. And coming out for Chicago is Olchek. Working against Charlie Huddy. Olchek tried to beat it into the slot. It bounced off an Edmonton player, and Charlie Huddy has it again. Into the center ice area for Coffey. He lost control at the line. Regains possession. Coffey centering it. And the Edmonton player, Krushelnyski, was tied up as Murray dumps it down the ice. 3:37 left in this second period. Curry shoots it in. John Davidson, you talked about some of the different lineup changes that Glenn Sather would attempt with the shadow job of Troy Murray on Gretzky. They now have Krushelnyski out there playing with Gretzky and Curry.
Well, they realize that Curry has to get the puck. He's better without the puck, of course, with his shot on goal. But Krushelnyski used to be a centerman, and he has played center here. Get him on the wing to move the puck to Curry.
Curry moves it to the corner for Gretzky. Out front for Hunter. What a save by Bannerman. on the wing with Gretzky and Curry. Back of the Edmonton net, picked up by Hunter. He flips it to the center ice area, picks it up. A long drive, back to the down, both of them. Rather than shoot, gave it to Curry, and Curry couldn't get a shot away. He plays it to the other side, kept in at the point by Kevin Lowe. Now Hunter taken in against the boards by Ben Wilson, back of the net. Fed out into the slot by Gretzky, nobody in position, and Troy Murray starts back. With Bergevin, the rookie, a long shot. Fuhr knocks that down, and Randy Gregg plays it out into the center ice area. Hunter had a little difficulty picking it up, finally spun away from Savard and is shot down into the Chicago zone.
Well, the speed of this game has certainly increased the tempo, and I just wonder, that's certainly playing into the Edmonton hands. You know, they want to slow down the pace, not keep up with this rate of speed.
Second by second, hour by hour, day by day. When you save at the Continental Bank, time is on your side. Because whatever savings account you choose, you'll earn interest on all your money every day. And no other bank can say that. Continental Bank of Canada. Bankers in action.
2:05, the time left in the second period. 3-2. The Oilers lead the Blackhawks. It was 2-1 after 20 minutes. Sutter and Melnick have scored here in the second period. Lead pass intended for Savard. Too far, icing against Chicago.
Well, Murray Bannerman's played pretty well since he got that shot in the forehead here early in the second period. He did let that one goal in by Melnick where he went down a little prematurely, but he's come back real strong. Give him some credit.
John, one thing I wanted to ask you, it's so important for the Blackhawks to stand up. Would Bannerman yell at his defense to stand up, and is it a good idea?
Well, I think it's a good idea for a goaltender to talk as much as possible. Now, here in Edmonton, it's basically a quiet arena as far as fans go, so his defenseman can hear him, and I'm sure he does employ that tactic a lot. But in Chicago, no chance, no sense in even talking because they're just a little too noisy and nobody's going to hear him.
Does it take away from his concentration of playing nets by yelling at the defense?
I think it makes your concentration better by talking, being involved in that sense.
Melnick with another shot off the leg. It bounces to Gregg. He took a shot. That bounced into the center ice area. Melnick back into his own zone. Over for Randy Gregg. The Doctor plays it ahead to Messier for Mark Napier. His shot knocked down. He gets it again. Napier across the line. Back to Gregg. A drive and deflection. And Bannerman had been knocked into the net by Glenn Anderson. And Bannerman was able to get a piece of that shot from Gregg.
Good hustle by this line of Messier. A lot of around the net action. Bob Fulford calls the shots for the Blackhawks. One change he made was putting Roger Nielsen back on the bench, moving Cliff Morrill upstairs. I think superstition has a lot to do with that. The change from game one. Roger Nielsen changing the defenseman during this game. Now watch Glenn Anderson. He's in that goal crease area. He's been known over the years as one to bump goaltenders as much as possible. A lot of goaltenders around the league do talk about Anderson bumping the people in that union. There you see the collision after behind the net. But Messier's been going against Savard all game long, and Messier has knocked down Savard all night long, and he hasn't been called for it.
I'm sure Dougie Wilson is in a lot of pain. As when it comes to turning, it's very difficult for him to do that. Taped up very heavily, but by the way, he's just playing on guts alone, and you have to admire that in Wilson. And as you had mentioned, J.D., he has given his club a lift just by his presence.
I think the normal recovery period for a groin injury is about 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, it depends how severe it is, of course. You have to be careful you don't make it any worse, but they know that they would love to get his foot out of the first 2 games here in Edmonton, and with him in the lineup, it just gives the team more confidence, even if he just sits on the bench.
Krushelnyski back at the net for Gretzky. He was looking for Curry with that quick pass out front, but Curry was tied up. And Murray is simply staying with Gretzky back at the net. Quick shot, gloved by Bannerman. He holds it with Gretzky at the side of the net.
Of course, with Wayne Gretzky, the other day in practice, he was wearing a shield similar to Posar, and we asked him about it. He said, well, just trying it, and also I want to make my mother feel a little happier, you know. She mentioned that perhaps I should do it, so and now, of course, number 99, where did he get the jersey 99? His hero was Gordie Howe when he went drafted by St. Mary's. Sault Ste. Marie, rather, a player already had number 9, so the coach suggested that we put double 99, and that's the reason that he has worn it ever since.
Now it's Coffey, number 7, over on the wing to Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski tried to get it out front. It went off the skate. There's a penalty coming up against Jerome Dupont, I believe.
Going to be an interference penalty. You know, again, Krushelnyski was on the left side of this line with Curry and Gretzky. They have Semenko sitting on the bench now, trying to get something going. There you can see Big Ben Wilson and Krushelnyski talking things over. Dupont didn't think he was going to get that penalty originally. I believe it was on Coffey. Coffey been up ice quite a bit. And then once he realized he was going to get it, he tried to get back at one of the Oilers to draw them into a penalty. Obviously, it hasn't worked, as he's the only player going to the penalty box at this time. But Coffey drew that by being up ice again. Watch it here in the far left corner here. There it is, right ahead of Murray Bannerman. You can see Dupont taking him into the boards. The puck wasn't even near them at the time, and that's why he gets called for the interference.
If you're going to do it, don't do it with Fraser standing beside you.
Yeah, right. And don't do it when the puck's on the other side of the ice. The puck is, for the time being, but just 48 seconds here remaining in the second period.
Well, the Black Sather, would like to get a goal to finish off this second period.
Of course, Pulford wants to get out of this period only 1 goal behind and have again a successful period against the Edmonton Oilers. Only 1 down going to the third. So face-off becomes very important.
Gretzky waved out of the circle. Patterson and Krushelnyski battling for the puck. Now it comes out to Charlie Huddy, and shot. Patterson got a piece of that. He came out to challenge, and it's cleared by Chicago.
That whole play was set up where Krushelnyski used his size and his reach, and he ended up pulling down a couple of the Blackhawks, and he got an opportunity from that. Here, Huddy and Lutzig are down. It appears Lutzig's in some kind of pain.
Huddy is staying down because he realizes that Lutzig is hurt, and now he very carefully extricates himself, his legs from those of Steve Lutzig, and Lutzig appears to be in an awful lot of pain as the two of them got tangled up just inside the Chicago blue line. Steve Lutzig, a Toronto native who played with Niagara Falls and was one of a number of 1980 draft choices by the Chicago Blackhawks, 4 who are currently wearing Chicago uniforms.
Don, I talked to him this morning in practice, and he's settling down in the Niagara Falls area. Just married this past summer, and looking forward to returning there.
He's an important player for this hockey club, much like Dale Hunter is to the Quebec Nordiques. He's that style of a player. He can aggravate other teams, make them take penalties on a person like himself. Obviously in some kind of pain as he heads to the Chicago bench.
29 seconds remaining in the period. The Oilers with the manpower advantage as the result of that interference call against Jerome Dupont. He was another of those 1980 draft selections, along with Denny Savard and Troy Murray, currently playing for the Hawks. Now Murray is going to face off against Gretzky just outside of that Edmonton line. And with 23 seconds remaining in this second period, Paul Coffey drives out of his own zone. Coffey into the slot. Anderson couldn't get a shot away. He tried a backhand pass. Gets it again, takes a shot that Bannerman makes the save on. Finally, it's cleared down the ice, and that will do it. We've played 40 minutes here in Game 2 of this Campbell Conference Final, and the score at the end of the second period, is Edmonton 3, Chicago 2.